On Facebook, Talk Back Live. Bottom of Josh's page?
Yeah. You probably saw it just went live. You might have got notification. If not, just go to the page and that's it right there.
Okay. Here it is. I got it just now. You gonna have my camera up?
Mm-hmm.
Here it is. I got it just now. Okay. For the best soul food in the Mid-South, it's Shop and Save. $14.99 South 3rd, 901-946-4303. Catfish, spaghetti, chicken and dressing, turkey wings, meatloaf, fried chicken, cabbage, yams, greens, salmon croquette, and the list goes on. Some of the best soul food you ever taste in the Mid-South, it is Shop and Save. $14.99 South 3rd. Call them again at 901-946-4303. Been in business since 1991. Shop and Save, $14.99 South 3rd, 901-946-4303 for some of the best soul food you'll ever taste.
This pandemic has hit us hard, but Tennesseans don't stay down for long. We're known for our resilience, and we refuse to back down from a challenge. This challenge is no different. You might be out of work, but there's an opportunity waiting for you. We need you to roll up your sleeves and join our workforce. Right now, thousands of jobs are ready to be filled. Find them at jobsfortn.gov. Let's get to work, Tennessee.
This is Sergeant Chris Richardson with the Tennessee Highway Patrol, here to explain the Tennessee Hands-Free Law, which is a new state law effective July 1st, 2019. In Public Chapter 412, it makes it illegal for a driver to hold a cell phone or a mobile device with any part of their body, to write, send, or read any text-based communication, to reach for a cell phone or mobile device in a manner that requires the driver to no longer be in a seated driving position or properly restrained by a seatbelt, to watch a video or a movie on a cell phone or a mobile device, and to record or broadcast video on a cell phone or mobile device. So, can I still talk on my cell phone while driving? Yes. A driver is permitted to use an earpiece, headphone device, or a device worn on a wrist to conduct a voice-based communication. The driver may use one button on a cell phone or mobile device to initiate or terminate voice communication, and voice-based communication may also be used to send a text message. Learn more at handsfreetn.com.
welcome again to Talk Back Live with Bob and Josh. And Josh, are you there? He got his microphone there. He's hooking his mic. And we've got a special guest we're going to be interviewing in just a minute. And I tell you what, coming up at 7 p.m. tonight, 7:30 tonight, it is Talk Sports Live with Josh. And hey, he's got a lot of things he's going to talk about tonight. So you want to be standing by and stay tuned for that. That's coming up at 7:30 tonight. But we came on and we've got a special guest right now. We want to talk about the big event that's coming up tomorrow morning on CW30, right there, WMLT, I think TV.
Yes, sir.
You don't want to miss Bluff City Wrestling debut, and it starts tomorrow morning. I'm telling you, Josh, it's going to be hot and heavy tomorrow morning on CW30, Bluff City Wrestling.
Yes, sir. I'm so fired up about it, man. It's been a long time coming in the making. A lot of work from everybody involved, man. And y'all gonna be able to see it coming up tomorrow,
right?
11 a.m. on CW30. Matter of fact, I'm gonna play something real quick. Then we're gonna bring in the CEO
and president
of the whole thing
of Bluff City Wrestling. We'll be talking to him. You'll see him, and we'll be talking about tomorrow morning debut of Bluff City Wrestling. Josh,
yeah, check this out.
Check it out, folks. We'll be back.
Tomorrow morning, October the 1st, on the CW30 network at 11 o'clock a.m. Bluff City Wrestling will make its television debut. We're talking about the real Memphis wrestling, where we are all action and no bluff. Tune in tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock. It is going down.
And, well, you heard it from the president and CEO of Bluff City Wrestling. It is going down, he says. And let's welcome to the show now, ladies and gentlemen, our special guest, the president and CEO of Bluff City Wrestling, Johnny Dotson. Johnny, welcome to the show.
What's going on, Bob and Josh, man? It's almost here, man. It's almost time.
Yeah, all it takes is a sleep and a wake up.
Yeah. That's it.
And it's here, Johnny. Hey, man, I tell you what, we're all excited about Bluff City Wrestling debut. CW30. You can tell them about it, Johnny, and all the other things you want to talk about. Yeah.
So I'm going to just throw this out there. All right. I'm almost feeling like, the day before Christmas type deal, man. Because I've been wanting to see this for a minute. It's a wild time. How you feel? I mean, this is your baby.
Yeah.
And I know it's a ton.
Man, it's a little stressful, a little anxiety kicking in. Because one thing that we had to do, we had to redo the first episode of the show. Because we did a roster change, we did a ring change, so what we already had in the can pre-taped for the first episode, we had to get rid of it. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So we had to come up and make up a whole nother first television show, which was done somewhat on a rush, which I do understand. With anything that you do, it has to be a process before it becomes perfection. And so I just know that it's going to be a great episode. I just know everything will get better in time. So I'm excited.
Yes, and Johnny, I tell you what, we've been there and through all the action and seen all of the wrestling and the participants in the this Bluff City Wrestling program. And man, I tell you, you're talking about some wrestling heavy duty. Man, these guys can throw down. Folks, I'm telling you, you don't want to miss it tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. on CW30 Bluff City Wrestling.
So, go ahead. You got a question?
Yeah.
Well,
go ahead, Josh.
So when you look at it, man, what do you say if people want to say what's Bluff City Wrestling, right? What do you want it to be? Your vision. We kind of talked about this in the past, but when people say, okay, what's Bluff City Wrestling and what's different about it from what else they might see out there?
Well, Bluff City Wrestling is not going to be some kind of gimmicky product that's more focused on the comedy aspect or the entertainment aspect. Y'all there, so we focus more on the wrestling, the traditional aspect of wrestling. It's not about hairspray, makeup, your best friends. It's not about that. It's about actually putting on a good, top-notch quality wrestling show, wrestling event, to where when people look at these guys, they look at, okay, these guys are tough for real. Because I tell anybody, I put my roster against anybody's roster in the city.
Oh man,
I agree, man. And seeing it, that's one of the things I can't wait for the people to actually see what we've seen, and the people that were there live at the taping to see, man, the physicality,
right,
the serious nature, the intimidation nature, the competitive feel, because you feel like these guys are competing, man. They're going at it. They're not playing a part, so to speak. They're competing for something, and
that's what it is. And what makes it so organic is because my locker room are full of guys who people said that couldn't do it. You know what I mean? Right. Everybody in the back, including myself, has something to prove.
Yeah.
We know we're the better talent. And most of us, they've told us that we couldn't get over it because we didn't look the part, or we didn't look like they thought we should look. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna show them that our champion, he's a champion, man. Like, he's a champion for a reason. He's a strong man for a reason.
Johnny, you better believe it, man. I'm telling you, some of these guys in Bluff City Wrestling, as an announcer sitting out there, when they come out, man, you're looking, where in the world did Johnny get this piece of can? I mean, good grief, man.
I'm gonna tell you, like, look, with me and Bob over there, right? Especially the last, tape, and really last few, but you're gonna get organic reactions, when you're seeing,
right,
what happening. It's like, oh, because these folks ain't playing, man. This is the real deal. And like I said, I can't wait to see how it come across on television, man. So this is a really big deal. And so again, man, what do you think? Again, the people should be looking forward to tomorrow. And I know we can't. I know it's hard not to.
Yeah, and I also, Johnny, I want you, if you would, a couple of minutes, take time out and what made you after this, tell the people what made you decide that this is what you want to do. And then all of a sudden, television and all this came in. We'll talk about that as well after you answer.
Yeah, what happened was, what really fueled my fire is that there was an altercation with me and another promoter, verbal exchange, and he told me that I couldn't do it. He said he was the end all and be all of professional wrestling in Memphis. He said nobody else could get a TV show in Memphis but him. And he really just added fuel to my fire, because me being, and I wanted him to understand that, dude, I'm still Johnny Dotson in Memphis. You know what I mean? I'm still Johnny Dotson, not just from the wrestling world. We're talking about from the streets, from the basketball court, from the church. I know a lot of people in the city, and all I had to do was mention it.
Yeah.
And then it just starts snowballing. Doors start opening. And then I always have to give God some glory, give God some credit.
Yeah.
Because if he wasn't in the plan, it never would have manifested the way that it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't want to take credit or man, not be humble when it comes to that aspect. But what I will say, it is more difficult than I thought it would be. But you can do all things through Christ. So I'm excited about it.
Well, I tell you what, Johnny, you're talking about it being more difficult than you thought. Man, I tell you what, they'll be able to see the difficulty that you say you're going through. The people will be able to see what you're talking about in Bluff City Wrestling when they see it debut tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. On CW30. Man, I'm telling you, and then it gets even better as it goes along. Folks, I'm telling you, you don't want to miss not one show of Bluff City Wrestling every Saturday morning. Am I right, Johnny?
Every Saturday morning at 11 o'clock on the CW30 network. And Bob, I must admit, and I'm not saying it just because I'm the guy that's with this company. I will say that I truly believe that we have the best wrestling show in the Mid-South area.
I agree.
Without a doubt.
I agree.
We have some of the best looking guys. When you look at the hype factor across the board, like when I stood beside Buck for the first time, I did not know Buck was that big.
Man, talking about a giant. My goodness, man. Wait till they see Buck.
You got several of those, man.
But dude, it's like everybody. Smitty is tall. Ace is tall.
Ace
yeah.
is huge, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Armageddon.
Armageddon. Yeah, those are some big boys, man.
Yeah, wait till they see this group of characters.
And,
yeah,
look,
yeah. Well, you know how I talk.
Yeah. But I'm gonna tell you, man. Look, I saw, and we would at calling the action and everything. I saw Charles Ray, and we come by the desk. I'm like, man, this is ridiculous.
Yeah,
and and I saw the man at a local wing spot. You know what I'm saying? Going in on some wings. I'm like, man, even bigger at the table. Like there was no table. It was just Charles Ray. You know what I'm saying? And some wings. You know what I'm saying?
And a bucket of wings. Yeah,
and the crazy part about it, which I'm just really ecstatic about and excited about, is that we have an older group that helps the younger group. You know what I mean? And I want to make sure that we develop our own talent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? By me being in the ring with some of those guys, I wanted to make sure, because I'm going to have to keep up. I don't know what it is about the Infamil and Similac, but it seems like these younger guys are faster, they're stronger. And I'm like, dude, do I still got it? Can I still cut it? Man.
Hey, you were doing your thing though. Y'all gonna see soon, man. This is a lot of stuff. I don't. I had to keep myself from even talking about some of the stuff we just seen. But like
man,
I said,
Johnny, man, it is exciting. We're looking forward to it. We've got people that have been told about it. They're looking forward to it.
Oh, yeah, a lot of people.
And it's going to be something big. And hey, I myself, Johnny, can tell you, and I've been through some wrestling events. I've been announcer at several things. I've done boxing announcing and everything else here in Memphis. What's the guy name? The boxer heavyweight was here.
Roy Jones Jr.
Roy Jones Jr. and his guys and all of that, man. I'm going to tell you something, man. When you're talking about Bluff City Wrestling, folks, big guys, and you're talking about guys that are able to move with that weight, and man, and do they look good, Josh? I'm telling you, it is going to be something to behold, Johnny, tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. on CW30.
And I want to make sure that from a marketing and advertising standpoint, we own the whole entire hour of the show. We own it. So we're able to put whatever commercials that we want on our television program. And I just wanted to make sure that I give an open invitation for the smaller business or smaller companies or even the bigger companies. Anybody that wants to put their commercial or put their advertisement on our show, man, we welcome it. We accept it, and we'll be willing to do it however they need it to be done. Because a lot of times it is difficult to get commercials done. It is difficult to get advertisement. And what I want to do is, because I've been blessed, I want to make sure that I'm a blessing, because blessed people bless people. So I definitely want to throw that out there. We'll make sure that we get commercials on and all that good stuff to try to help everybody out.
And Johnny, that's a good thing you just said, because there are so many people that probably want to advertise TV, but they're saying, well, it's going to cost too much, does cost this, but you
it's expensive.
But you control this hour. And so this is an opportunity for those that think they will not be able to afford it to contact you. How will they be able to do that?
They can contact me on my Facebook page, at Bluff City Wrestling Facebook page. They can contact me at Johnny Dotson Facebook page. Or they're going to email me at johnnydotson1015@gmail.com.
Okay. All right. There it is, folks. And you want to advertise, here's your opportunity to advertise on television with all of the hype and the high prices during the hour of 11 to 11 o'clock in the afternoon. Bluff City Wrestling will be there. Johnny Dotson, CEO and president. And you know, Josh, we've seen Johnny go and Derek King and some of those other guys, man, the
Back in the
bouts,
day, yeah.
oh God, man, Johnny out there. And then when you're promoting it and you're the president CEO, this makes it even better. You're not talking about somebody that just came out of the woodwork and said, I'm going to start a wrestling program.
Right.
You're talking about somebody that's been there, done that, and knows what he's talking about. And Johnny Dotson and the Bluff City
I'm
Wrestling.
going to tell you, and I just haven't seen Johnny talk to the guys and everything. This is taken very seriously. It's no joke.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. It's like
Definitely.
it's no joking.
And what I love is, even though that I am the CEO and the owner of the company, I do have board members and I have people in place to also keep me humble, to make sure that I don't make this show about me. Does that make sense?
Right. Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely.
And so even from a wrestler's standpoint, I still have to fall in line like everybody else. You know, when I'm a wrestler, I'm a wrestler.
Right.
So, and that's the thing that I like, and I want to make sure that it stays that way. Because it's just not what Johnny say goes. There's other people that also have input on what goes on when it comes to our show.
And eventually people will see.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to see
something.
So, hey, Johnny, man, it is a pleasure. Listen, last comments before we go about
and I'm
Bluff
gonna
City.
throw this one thing out there. So, and kind of what we, some of this we've talked about before, but this is such an interesting dynamic, man, where you've had competition in wrestling from the mega scales of national league, but even locally, in the past on different networks, maybe competing, but never on the same one.
Never on the same station, right?
About head up. You want to say head up? This is head up, man. I know.
And my thing is, may the best man win.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hopefully we can make them step their game up.
Yeah.
And hopefully they can make us step our game up.
Absolutely.
As far as the graphics and all of the production aspect of it, they ain't gonna be able to touch us for sure. You know what I mean? The only thing that gives them just a little bit more advantage than us is that they've been doing it longer.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. That's it.
That's it.
A head start,
Hey, Johnny Dotson, President CEO of Bluff City Wrestling. Tomorrow morning, Johnny, it is on.
Yes, 11,
sir. 11 a.m. Yeah.
DVR set. I got that thing ready, man.
And for the people that's listening, we are coming to so many different areas in the city. We're not just stuck at one location. We're going all over the city.
Yeah.
We're in Somerville, October the 8th.
October the 8th, yes, sir.
We're doing a television taping in Somerville.
Then
we had Eureka's True Vine Baptist Church right there on Mill Branch on November the 12th. So we're moving around, man. We're not just stuck in one location, so you never know what part of town we'll be in. I got some schools set up. I got some big shows coming up. We're just trying to get this TV off the ground good and to get people to know that we're out there and the awareness is out there, and then watch what happens from there.
That's it.
And I bet you there'll be some other places and schools and things of that nature will want Bluff City Wrestling to come and do a wrestling show there and be a part of what's going on in their location, in their city, wherever they are. And Johnny, man, I tell you what, it's been a pleasure to have you on. And
thank y'all for having me.
Yeah, and we'll look forward to seeing you. Bluff City Wrestling tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. on CW30 Network at 11 o'clock on tomorrow morning, Saturday. And folks, you don't want to miss it. It's going to be great. All right.
Sir.
Thanks, Johnny.
Johnny,
thank you guys. See y'all later.
All right. All right. There you have it, folks. Glad that Johnny was able to come on and talk to us tonight. Johnny Dotson, President and CEO of Bluff City Wrestling. And, man, I'm telling you, it goes down tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. on CW30 Network and at 11 o'clock a.m.
Yes, sir. Fired up about it, man. I'm like, we've been talking, hyping it up, man, all that, but just being real and just talking about it. I mean, I'm excited. It's really an honor to be a part of that, to be honest.
It really is.
I mean, it's a cool opportunity for me. I know Bob's done a lot of stuff before, and we actually did it in the past. It wasn't televised for almost 2 years in South Haven, but for this to be on 11 o'clock. And then at the time where a lot of people remember, Saturday morning,
the old Memphis Wrestling.
Who would have thought, man? That's pretty crazy.
All right. And folks, coming up at 7:30, Talk Sports Live. Josh will be back.
Yes, sir. Y'all tune in, man. I got a couple special guests joining me at 8 o'clock, but I'll be live at 7:30. Talking some things for my guests join me, but a couple of guests joining me, and I may have one more, but I know a couple that are joining me off the bat together will be some guys I have not had on in a long time, kind of bringing the crew back together. Justice Bolden out of Los Angeles, well, not Los Angeles, but out of California. He's out in California.
Out in the Oakland area.
Yeah, in the Oakland Bay Area. He's going to be joining me. And as well as Evan DeVold as well. Former TalkBackLive contributors, man. I know Evan's coaching high school basketball in the area as well. So we're going to talk some Grizzlies and Tigers when they come on. So y'all know we keep it real and all those things. The Grizzlies had their media day this past Monday. They're going through training camp as we speak. And coming up, ironically, October the 1st is the first Memphis Grizzlies preseason game.
What time is that going to be?
Well, there you go. But
well, okay, join Josh at 7:30.
That's a good question. It's a great question.
Join Josh at 7:30, and he'll let you know all about that first preseason game by the Grizzlies and what time it'll be tomorrow.
And how crazy is that? It's already here, man.
Yeah.
This stuff just sneaks up on you.
And don't forget, Bluff City Wrestling, 11 a.m. tomorrow morning, Saturday on CW30 Network. All right, Josh, we're out of here. And folks, thanks for joining us. And Josh will be back at 7:30 with all that other good sports. And you don't want to miss it. We're out of here. We'll see you back.
Tomorrow morning, October the 1st, on the CW30 Network at 11 o'clock a.m. Bluff City Wrestling will make its television debut. We're talking about the real Memphis Wrestling, where we are all action and no bluff. Tune in tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock. It is going down.